Luis Antonio Tagle, a name that resonates deeply within the walls of the Vatican. It's a name well known in a place where tradition and modernity often collide. To some, he represents hope, while to others, he's a target. His presence stirs strong emotions, both positive and negative. But who is the man behind the red robes? What drives him, and what are his core beliefs? Who is this person navigating the delicate balance of faith and power on the world stage? How did he rise to such prominence? Tagle's story begins far from the grandeur of Rome, in the vibrant and bustling streets of Imus, Philippines. Born into a deeply religious Catholic family, young Tagle seemed destined for the priesthood. His upbringing was rooted in faith and community values, and from an early age, he showed both intellectual promise and a deep spiritual connection. These qualities would later shape his path within the church. Tagle's academic journey took him to the prestigious Catholic University of America, where he earned his highest degree in religious studies. This was a pivotal moment in his life, marking a significant step forward in his development. He had a passion for learning, and his spiritual depth was equally impressive. These qualities made him a distinctive figure within both the academic and religious worlds. This blend of intellect and spirituality played a key role in shaping his leadership. After returning home, he served as a priest, always displaying kindness, humility, and a hands-on, compassionate approach to his community. He was a natural teacher and religious scholar, which led him to the seminary where he taught and mentored future priests, further cementing his role as a leader and guide in the church. His influence grew as he inspired and shaped young minds. Tagle's significance grew even further when he was appointed Archbishop of Manila in 2011, a role that elevated both his status and responsibilities. This placed him in the global spotlight, making him a figure of international interest and representing the Philippines on the world stage. Manila, a city filled with both deep faith and widespread poverty, became his new home for preaching. The challenges he faced there were huge, but so were the opportunities to make a meaningful impact. He embraced the city's struggles, using his voice to advocate for the poor and marginalized. His focus on social justice became a hallmark of his time in Manila. His speeches, delivered with warmth and skill, went beyond religious matters and addressed social issues, human rights, and the importance of compassion in governance. He spoke about hope, fairness, and equality, and his message resonated with people outside the church, connecting with a broader audience that crossed religious lines. When he was made a cardinal in 2012, he became one of the most influential figures in the Catholic Church, a recognition of his contributions and potential. Pope Francis, recognizing Tagle's ability to connect with people and his deep care for the poor, saw a shared vision for a compassionate church. This bond grew stronger over time, and in 2019, the Pope appointed Tagle to lead the Vatican's efforts to spread the Catholic faith around the world. This role carried immense responsibility and influence, placing Tagle in charge of sharing the gospel and collaborating with different cultures and religions. His mission expanded beyond borders, touching lives worldwide. Cardinal Tagle became not only a leader within the church, but a global symbol of compassion. Cardinal Tagle is not famous simply because of his knowledge of religion or his management skills. He's known for his deep commitment to helping others, his genuine kindness toward those in need, and his remarkable ability to connect with people from all walks of life. This is why he's often called the people's shepherd. Tagle's care for the poor isn't just something he talks about. It's a core part of who he is. From his early days as a priest in Imus to his current role at the Vatican, he has always been dedicated to helping those less fortunate. He continually advocates for the rights of the poor, the oppressed, and those who have no voice. His work with Cardinal International, a network of Catholic organizations that assist people worldwide, exposed him to the harsh realities of poverty and injustice. One of Tagle's most significant causes has been the fight against human trafficking. His outspoken stance against this modern-day form of slavery has earned him international recognition. He's worked tirelessly to raise awareness about trafficking, calling for stronger actions from law enforcement and more support for the victims. His kindness isn't just talk. He's been actively involved in creating safe spaces and programs for survivors, offering them not only assistance, but also the love and dignity they deserve. Tagle also advocates for social justice in wealthier countries, including his home country, the Philippines. He has frequently called for economic fairness, urging governments and businesses to consider the needs of the poor and vulnerable. His message is clear and simple. True progress isn't just about money. It's about fairness, equality, and treating everyone with respect. Despite being known for his gentle soul, his calls for change often stir controversy. Cardinal Tagle, known for his kindness and dedication to helping the poor, has faced significant challenges that have tested his resolve and character. His unwavering commitment to aiding those in need and his compassionate nature have earned him admiration from many, but they've also made him a target of criticism and controversy. Throughout his journey, Cardinal Tagle has encountered some serious issues that have not only affected his public image, but also raised questions about his leadership and intentions. Rumors of disapproval, accusations of misconduct, and claims of political maneuvering have followed him from Manila to the Vatican. These whispers have created an atmosphere of suspicion and doubt, making it difficult for him to perform his duties without constant scrutiny. Many of these problems have been fueled by political games and sensational news stories, casting a shadow over his good work. The media's relentless pursuit of scandals has only made it harder for Tagle to stay focused on his mission. One of the most notable points of contention has been his outspoken views on social and political issues in the Philippines. His stance on these matters has made him a polarizing figure, with some supporting him and others criticizing him. Tagle has publicly criticized President Rodrigo Duterte's harsh anti-drug policies and has consistently defended human rights. His commitment to justice and human dignity has led to clashes with the administration, resulting in a series of public disagreements and confrontations. Despite these challenges, Tagle continues to stand firm in his beliefs even when faced with opposition. This situation has caused anger for President Duterte. His response was swift and harsh, using his platform to launch verbal attacks against Tagle and the Church. Known for his strong rhetoric and strict leadership, Duterte accused Tagle of meddling in politics, using his position to harm the government, and even stealing church funds. These accusations have been strongly denied by Tagle and his supporters, but the damage to his reputation has been significant. Tagle, along with the group of Catholic bishops in the Philippines, firmly rejects these allegations. However, the controversy has still tarnished his image with some members of the public. This ongoing conflict has led to division within the community, with some questioning Tagle's motives and others remaining steadfast in their support of him. This situation illustrates how challenging it is to balance faith and politics, to speak out against those in power while navigating the complex world of government. The intersection of religion and politics is full of challenges, and Tagle's experience shows the difficulties religious leaders face when they choose to engage in political discourse. It also highlights the deep divides in the Philippines, where loyalty often outweighs facts and where criticizing the government can be risky. The polarized political climate has made it hard for individuals like Tagle to fulfill their roles without facing significant backlash. Navigating his role has been difficult for individuals like Tagle as they face significant backlash. To make matters worse, Tagle's time as the leader of Kitas International from 2015 to 2019 was marked by both successes and controversies. While many praised his efforts to support those in need, others criticized his management style. In 2022, the Vatican decided to replace the organization's leadership, citing serious issues with its management. This decision raised questions and fueled speculation about Tagle's involvement in the organization's troubles. Although there was no evidence of financial misconduct or sexual abuse, this leadership change led people to wonder about Tagle's role in the problems. The absence of concrete evidence did little to calm the rumors, leaving many to question whether Tagle's leadership was as effective as it seemed. Cardinal Tagle and Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte have had a strained relationship for years, marked by public disagreements and confrontations. This ongoing conflict represents a clash between two powerful figures with vastly different visions for the country. On one side is Duterte, a leader known for his tough approach and controversial policies. On the other is Cardinal Tagle, a man of faith who advocates for compassion and human rights. Duterte, known for his bold personality and strict rule, has frequently clashed with the Catholic Church, especially over issues related to human rights and social justice, including his administration's war on drugs. Duterte's war on drugs has been especially controversial, drawing criticism from many sectors, including the church. Tagle, who has been outspoken in condemning the killings and other atrocities linked to Duterte's drug war, became a target of the president's anger. He used his platform to denounce the violence and the loss of innocent lives. The conflict escalated dramatically in 2018 when Duterte accused Tagle and the church of using church funds to support the political opposition. This accusation, made without any proof and firmly denied by Tagle and the Catholic bishops of the Philippines, shocked the nation and marked a significant turning point in their ongoing feud. This accusation underscored the deep divisions within Filipino society and revealed the lengths to which Duterte was willing to go to discredit his critics. It highlighted the polarized political climate in the Philippines, where loyalty to politicians is often valued more than rational discourse, and speaking out against the government can be dangerous. As the political atmosphere became increasingly hostile, there was little space for dissent. Human rights groups and international observers have condemned Duterte's attacks on Tagle and the Catholic Church. Global organizations have expressed concern about the erosion of democratic values and the rule of law in the Philippines, seeing it as part of a broader effort by Duterte to silence opposition and consolidate his power. The crackdown has affected not just religious leaders, but also journalists, activists, and everyday citizens, further intensifying the siege. The president's words have created a climate of fear, making it risky for anyone, including religious leaders, to criticize the government. This atmosphere of intimidation has stifled free speech and made it harder for people to openly express their views. Despite the threats and accusations, Tagle has continued to speak out. He remains a strong advocate for justice and human rights, undeterred by the risks. He keeps raising his voice against unfairness and human rights abuses, and his steadfast commitment to these principles has earned him both admiration and hostility. Tagle encourages Filipinos to show respect for everyone, regardless of their political views or social standing. His message of unity and compassion stands in stark contrast to the divisive rhetoric often used by Duterte. Tagle's courage and unwavering faith have made him a symbol of hope for many Filipinos who seek a more just and compassionate society. His influence goes beyond the church, inspiring people from all walks of life to stand up for what's right. The conflict between Tagle and Duterte is more than a personal dispute. It represents a larger struggle between authoritarian rule and democracy, between a culture of fear and one that respects human rights. This ongoing battle will shape the future of the Philippines and determine the kind of society it will become. An sea of division and fear in the country.